Hey, what's going on? Aaron Chen here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out Saymore surveys, and maybe you're wondering, is this legit? Can you actually make money by filling out surveys, all right? This is a pretty new survey website. It used to be called Withdrawals, all right? And let's check it out and to see whether this is worth your time. Now, at any time, if you want to get my favorite way to get to $5,000 to $10,000 a month, 100% from home, just click the link below and I'll send you my favorite strategy. Now, on this channel, I've reviewed hundreds and hundreds of different ways to make money online. Some of them great, some of them so-so, some of them are just a waste of time. So let's check out Saymore to see whether this is a good way for you to earn income on the internet, all right? Now, Saymore is a legitimate survey website. It used to be called Univox Community, all right? And they've rebranded to Saymore, and you can pretty much subscribe from most countries in the world, right? Not every single country, but a lot of countries are accepted, so you can just give it a shot here to see whether you can actually log in, right? Now, once you do log in, they will ask you to fill out your profile survey, okay? So things like, what is your current employment status? What kind of gambling do you participate in? What is the total combined income of your household that earns before taxes? Things like that. Because the more information they can find out about you, the more surveys that they can actually serve you, okay? So I highly recommend that you fill out your profile survey. So they're going to be asking questions about, your automobile status, your food, for example, which of the following beverages do you regularly consume, okay, things like that. Health questions like what are your hobbies and interests, right? Shopping interests, what type of mobile phone plan do you have, in terms of technology, for example, which of the following electronic products do you own, what are the following devices do you use to play games on, things like that. Okay, so once you fill this out, they will be able to serve you more surveys because they've got a little bit more information on you. They can then match their client surveys with your demographics and your background. So very, very important that you take the time to fill out your profile survey. It'll take you like 10 minutes, okay? Not a big deal. Now, once you've done that, if you come to My Surveys on the left-hand side here, you will actually find the surveys that they will give you access to at that particular time, right? Now, on average, they will give you about 50 points to 100 to about 120 points per survey. All right, we'll talk about how much every single survey is worth in a minute, so stick around and I'll share that with you so that you can know exactly how much time it's going to take you to make the kind of money that you can potentially make on this particular survey website. All right, so this survey is going to take roughly about 15 minutes, okay? And the amount of surveys you get access to really depends on your background, your country, your demographic, your interests, things like that, and the supply of surveys at that particular moment in time. All right, so you would basically log in back to Saymore, and sometimes you have some surveys, sometimes you will have no surveys. It just really depends on the supply and demand and your demographic and your background. So if you're lucky, you'll get a decent amount of surveys, but if you're not so lucky, then maybe you won't get any surveys at all, okay, after you finish the first few surveys. Like right now, there's only one survey, okay? So, but once I fill out my profile, there will be more surveys, right? But we'll talk about, again, how many surveys that you can get access to, okay? Now, other than that, all right, let me just show you the... you can refer friends as well using your link, okay? And you can basically, let me show you my points section right here. These are the different points that you can actually go through, all right? And you can actually check out the Wall of Fame as well to basically find out who is getting the most engagement score points. Now, what I want to be very clear with here is that this isn't the amount of points that they're giving you, all right? So what Saymore does is they basically give you what it's called engagement score points, all right, for different things that you've done. So if you try 10 surveys, then you're gonna get 2 points. If you're gonna for every survey you complete, you get 20 engagement score points. If you refer someone, you get 20 points. If you download the app for the first time, it's 100 points. Things like that, right? So just by you actually completing the surveys, you're gonna get a different engagement score, and the higher your engagement score, the higher your ranking is gonna be, and they will rank you based on whether your level is basic, verified, premium, or ambassador, which we'll talk about in a second, all right? And then they will reward you with some additional points if you rank in the top 20 places for engagement scores. All right, so it basically, if you use this platform a lot and you do everything that you should be doing, then they're going to give you a higher engagement score, and if you rank in the top 20 in the world, you will get the appropriate amount of points that will be added to your total amount of points for that particular month. Okay, I hope that makes sense, right? Now, these points aren't that high, all right? So even if you rank number 1 and you get 200 points, That sounds like a lot, but it's not that much, and I will review to you how much that is actually worth in a minute here, okay? Now, once you're ready to withdraw, okay, you can actually click on redeem points right here. All right, and you will be led to this particular section, and you can withdraw your money through PayPal. All right, now everybody's going to start at the basic level. All right, now in order to move to the from the basic to the verified level, you need to withdraw. You need to make 2 withdrawals. All right, so that means you have to withdraw twice from the basic. That means you basically need about 5,000 points in order to move to verified. Now, once you're done with verified, to move to premium and ambassador will depend on how long you're on the platform. They will decide for themselves. They've got their own kind of requirements, and they will upgrade you as appropriately based on how much time you spend and how many surveys you filled out. So I don't really know what that is. They don't really clarify that. They're not transparent on that. But basically, you will start on basic and you will move to verified after 2 withdrawals, okay? Now, how much do you need to earn in order to withdraw? Well, at the basic level, which is where everybody starts, 2,500 points is equivalent to $25, all right? Now that you know that 1 point is equivalent to basically 1 cent, okay? So if we come back here to my surveys, right? On average, each survey will pay out between 50 points and roughly about 100 points. So it's roughly between 50 cents and $1 that you can earn per survey. All right, so this survey right here will earn me 61 cents. All right, this is pretty average. Okay, it's not really good, it's not really bad, it's about average. Most decent survey websites pay between 50 cents and $1 per survey. Some of the good survey websites will pay up to $2 per survey. So I would say that Saymore is on, it's pretty average, right? Some not so great survey websites will pay like 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents per survey. The nice thing is that with Saymore, they don't have those kind of surveys. So it's not like 10 points or 20 points or 30 points. They would generally start at 50 points or more, all right, which is a good thing for you. But the big question now is how long is it going to take you to reach 2,500 points, which is $25, before you can actually withdraw? Well, here's the reality of Saymore and all the survey websites out there, not just Saymore, right? Usually what happens is that once you fill out your profile survey questions, you will usually see about 5, 6, maybe 7 surveys. Now, you can fill all those out in like 1 day. It's going to be really quick, right? It might take you 2 or 3 hours, okay? But then after that, for you to get new surveys, it really depends 100% on your luck, okay? If you're based in a country where they've got lots of surveys, where their clients are doing lots of surveys, and you've got a very good demographic that matches a lot of the surveys that they want you to fill, then you might get surveys every single day. But a lot of the time, what you'll see is you'll come back and you will have no surveys, or you might only get 1 survey a day, or you might only get a couple of surveys a week, for example, right? So if you think about it, if you're only getting 1 or 2 surveys a day, and they're between 50 points and 100 points, it means that you can only make about 50 cents to $1 per day, roughly, okay? Sometimes you might get lucky and you might get more, but based on that reality, because it's all about supply and demand, okay? They can't, unfortunately, most survey websites will not give you hundreds of surveys a day. If they did do that, then it would be a great way to make a lot of money, right? But the reality is it's all about the supply of surveys that they can give you based on your background and your demographic and the country that you live in, right? And most of the time, you really don't get access to that many surveys. There are some survey websites that only give you access to 1 to 2 surveys a month, all right? So that's just the reality of survey filling, okay? So is Saymore a good survey website? I would say it's a pretty decent survey website. It's not too bad. It's pretty average. It's got a nice interface. It's brand new. It's kind of an offshoot. It's a rebranded Univox community, okay? The payout is pretty average. I would say that the withdrawal for basic is pretty high, $25. It might take you a while to reach $25. It might take you a month, okay? It might take you a little bit longer than that. It might take you a little bit shorter than that, just depending on your luck, all right? But the big question is how much money can you earn? Not that much, In a month, you might, if you get $25, I think it's pretty good. If you can earn more than $25, you would be considered lucky, because most survey websites don't allow you to even earn $25 a month, all right? Expect to get, a few surveys a week if you're lucky. Like I mentioned earlier, some survey websites only give you access to 1 to 2 surveys, maybe 4 surveys per month, all right? So again, it's a cool way to make additional extra money on the side, but this is not going to replace your job income. You're not going to be able to travel the world. You can't retire, nothing like that, okay? But it's free, it's legit, and it's available in most countries in the world. So if you want to check it out, saymore.io, and you can sign up right there, all right? Now, if you are here watching this video right now, maybe you're looking for a way to make big money online, right? And I've reviewed hundreds and hundreds of different strategies, websites, courses, business models for you to earn different types of income on the internet. And for me, out of all of them, I still think that there's one great strategy for an absolute beginner to go from zero to their first 5 to 10,000 US dollars a month, 100% online using just your computer and the internet. And if you would like to get access to that strategy for free, I've got a free masterclass teaching you that strategy. Just click the link below and I'll send you that strategy. You can check it out if you want. All right. I hope you enjoyed this review of Saymore .io surveys, which is the new Univox community. All the best to you. Good luck. And I hope to see you on the next video review. Take care.